Good evening, everybody. I know it is late at night. It seems it is 10:47 where I am. So on the far East Coast, it is midnight, almost 1 a.m. in the morning. So some of you are probably seeing this the next day. Thank you for watching. What's up? Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. And for those of you who are watching this, who are still staying up, or for those of you who are watching this on the morning time or next day, good morning to you. Whatever you're watching, thank you for watching. I just had to come and get something fun off my chest for the fun of it. I just wanted to do a quick video for the fun of it. As we all know, Monday Night Raw ended with Randy Orton scoring a victory over AJ Styles, catching him in mid-air with the RKO, bringing the arena to its feet, and the commentators were electric as well. 1, 2, 3, ding dong, in the words of Bailey. Randy Orton wins, the crowd is happy. Matt Riddle and Randy hug it out like Daniel Bryan and Kane back in the day, except this time Randy Orton RKO's Matt Riddle. And the place went from happy and cheerful to boo. But come on, people. I gotta ask y'all one question. What did you expect? What did you expect? I mean, come on. This is Randy Orton. Randy Orton is a viper. You can't trust a viper. In fact, the name of this video is D.T.V Don't trust the viper. You can't trust the viper. You can't trust snakes. You can never trust a snake. Rattlesnakes don't make good corporate pets, and vipers don't make friends. Vipers, there's a reason why dogs are man's best friend and not snakes, because snakes will turn on you, they will bite you, and they're venomous. So the very thing that you called your friend and the very thing you tried to nourish up will turn around and bite you. Touch your neighbor and tell them don't trust the snake. So, in the words of the church, but you can't trust the snake. Speaking of church, I'm not trying to put my beliefs on anyone. But let's be honest. Snakes were never man's best friend. I mean, even if you go to biblical history, the serpent was considered the most subtle creature in the Garden of Eden, Genesis 3:1. But either way, you can't trust a snake. You just can't do it. There are three things in life you can be assured of. Number one, you can't trust Quagmire to be a faithful husband. You just can't do it. I don't care how much. I mean, Quagmire should just come out and say, hey, ladies, giggity. I'm a player. I don't have relationships. Oh, giggity, giggity, giggity. And then, so number one, there are three facts of life. One, you can't trust Quagmire to make a good relationship. You can't trust him to be a faithful husband. And I'm not even a Family Guy fan. I don't even like Family Guy that much. But when I did watch it, I knew Quagmire was that type of person that would just rumble around. You can't trust him to be faithful, ladies. So number one, ladies, you can't trust Quagmire. Number two, ladies, you can't trust Dakota Kai. Tegan Knox will tell you, and Raquel Gonzalez, as of 2 weeks ago, will tell you can't trust Dakota Kai. So the next person to be friends with Dakota Kai is your fault. It's your fault. And number one, you can't trust Quagmire. Number two, you can't trust Dakota Kai. And number three, you can't trust Randy Orton. You just can't do it. He's the Viper. Last year, when he had his reuniting segment with Edge, something in my gut was like, please don't turn on this man. Please don't turn on this man. Please. And my worst fear came true. He turned on him. Now, they made an excellent WrestleMania match. Those two fought in a last man standing match, and they went all over the performance center. They were like Peter Griffin and the Chicken. It was an awesome match. And then they had the greatest match of all time at Backlash of last year, the greatest wrestling match ever. So something came out of Randy Orton's betrayal. But the bottom line is, folks, you can't trust Randy. You can act surprised if you want to. You can't be surprised that Randy Orton is not somebody you want for a partner. And even if you do have him for a partner, you gotta watch your back at all times. The difference between him and The Undertaker is at least The Undertaker told Big Show, at the right time, I will stab you in the heart. I hate everyone, and I hate everything. Let me know how you like that Undertaker impersonation, by the way. But either way, again, at least Undertaker told him he was going to stab Big Show in the chest, in the heart. Randy Orton, his whole career has been filled with backstabbing, non-trustworthy things. Now, even though Triple H and Evolution turned on Randy Orton first, and by the way, I will be giving a review on SummerSlam 2004 on Sunday, August 15th. This Sunday, August 15th. Check it out. But either way, Evolution turned on Randy Orton first. But after that, Randy Orton started turning on everyone. I mean, Rated RKO. He turned on everybody, especially in 2020. Ric Flair, who has recently been released, and that is the only good release because he wanted that release, by the way. But he turned on Randy, turned on everyone that he thought was cool. And Randy Orton said it himself, you're lucky if you walk out of this business with a handful of friends. Randy ain't going into the Hall of Fame with an ant full of friends. He's not. You can't trust Randy Orton. And I know this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's just get that straight. But either way, bottom line, you can't trust a viper. Snakes are not man's best friend. They ain't been since the Garden of Eden. You can't trust the snake. And next person tries to align themselves with Randy Orton, shame on you. You just can't. He was abusive with Legacy. I mean, he put himself in a match with Ted DiBiase Jr. in 2009 and said that he would have to take the beating and Ted could not throw a fist. But then later on, they turned on Randy and made Randy the good guy, and Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase made themselves continuously the heel, and Randy Orton became likable, only to go back to being disliked in 2013 and back on to being liked and back on to not. That's what it is with vipers. 1 minute they're faces, next minute they're heels. Sometimes people think that Randy Orton is a natural heel. Maybe he is. I don't know. Bottom line, you can't trust a snake. And you can't trust, again, the 3 rules. You can't trust Quagmire to be a good husband. You can't trust Dakota Kai to be a good friend. And you can't trust Randy Orton as a partner. You just can't do it. It's 3 facts of life. So, act like you disappointed all you wanted. I saw the whole darn thing coming. Well, most of it. I saw 80% of it coming. But I can't be surprised anymore. But if any hope is alive, maybe Matt Riddle and Randy Orton will face off at SummerSlam, because this match card is turning out to be awesome. Also being added, Damian Priest versus Sheamus. That should be a great match also. 3.8 stars in my opinion, but I enjoyed that match also. This is going to be an amazing SummerSlam, even though Bray Wyatt will not be a part. And that's all the time I got for you today. And I'll be back this Wednesday with a review on SummerSlam 2019 and this Sunday, SummerSlam 2004. See you soon, and remember, don't trust snakes.